Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program on NTR TV, Discover World. We are still discovering Bosnia and Herzegovina. We are in a family, but very special family. I'm going to make an interview with them. And inshallah, you will be very enjoy this interview. And can we know you? Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Sanja Selma Sadikovic. It is my name. I'm the daughter of the Bosnian hero Chedomir Domus. And I'm also a mother, a daughter, a
How
wife.
many children you have?
I have two sons.
Two sons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. What is your job?
I work as an air traffic controller in Bosnia Air Traffic Center.
How long?
For 10 years now.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak two languages, English and a bit of Turkish.
I see. But the Bosnian is also very similar
Yeah.
to Serbian also.
Yes,
Croatian
yes.
languages, Slovenian, Macedonian, very similar each other, I know.
Yes, those are almost the same language with some differences.
Thank you. And can we know you?
I'm Vesna Domus. I was the wife of Chedomir Domus, and I'm mother of Sanja, Selma, and my son Theo. He's not here, he's on the job.
I think your son, he went to school in
Yes,
Turkey, right?
Yes,
He speaks Turkish also,
yes,
as far as I
very
can
well,
tell.
yes, and
Uh,
English too.
English too.
English too.
He's in the Bosnian army, as
Yes,
far as I know.
he is now, he's officer.
That's really nice.
Yes.
So he speaks more than you, many
Yes,
languages.
many language than me.
Mashallah, mashallah.
It's the better. The
Okay.
children must know better from the parents.
And also I have met your grandchild that he
Yes,
speaks
yeah.
English very well.
Yes, they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
yeah, not too lucky, yes.
And we are here and we are going to talk about also the Bosnian hero Chedomir. When I read about his life, I was very surprised and I was very affected, really. I was very impressed about his life because when the Bosnian War started in 1992, Bosnia, Sarajevo was under siege. Very hard days started those days, as far I know.
Yes.
And he was a Serbian police officer here, right? As far I know, some Chetniks, nationalists, they offered him to join himself, right, to their group to fight the
Against-
Muslims. And but he refused this, as far I remember.
Yes.
Even if he was a Serbian, even if he was a Orthodox person. And what happened next? Because I know the story, but you know better than me, of course. Could you please tell this from the first mouth? What happened and how did he join? What went on? Could you please say shortly?
Actually, what happened is that he was a regular policeman like his colleagues. There was a police of Republic of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and he was a policeman. And in one moment, a group of Serbs,
Chetniks,
was
right?
separate.
yes, nationalists, they decided to go out of the regular police, and
Yeah.
form their own parallel police station.
I see.
It happened all over the Bosnia, Republic of Bosnia then.
And
And they did try to recruit all Serbs
I
to
see.
join them, but my father actually he wanted to stay in the regular police with his colleagues because he didn't like what they were intending to do.
yeah.
He has had some informations and some intuition, and he actually hated the idea of Chetniks, even from the Second
Or
World
dividing
War.
Bosnia.
They were always on the wrong side of the law and justice.
So we can say he followed the voice of his heart.
Yes, exactly. What is interesting is that my father was a real anti-fascist.
Yes.
He was he couldn't be convinced to fight against his best friends. His mother by milk was a Muslim woman. His first man on his wedding day was a Muslim. Even
Yes.
his best friends and his colleagues from the police station where he worked, they saved his life 2 years before war. He had a very difficult operation, and he needed blood, and the 7 of his colleagues went and gave him their
His
own
blood.
blood. All 7 of them were Muslims. It was very spontaneous, it wasn't planned, but
Yes.
it shows that people were together. They
Yeah, I
really,
understand.
really lived together, and they respect each other, and no one could convince him that those people want to harm him now,
Yeah.
because they saved his life 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He was like, no, it's not possible. And also he knew what Chetniks did in Second World War. Those people were they were doing genocide, and they were participating with collaborating with Nazis in the Second World War, and all those people were actually their followers. Chetniks were they
Second
are
War.
from Second World War.
Your father died while he was fighting on Igman,
Yes.
Igman Mountains,
Yes.
as far I know. Is
Yes.
it right?
Yes,
Yes.
that is right. He said to his colleague, "I want to take over the Igman mountain because it is very important mountain for Sarajevo." And he even said that in every war, Chetniks took Igman, and he won't allow them to take it in this war. And he decided to go on Igman with some 20 to 30 people,
Yes.
and they took Igman from them. Later on, it will be the only way for salvation of the city of Sarajevo, because you maybe heard about tunnel
Yes, I know that
below
tunnel.
the runway. Yes, and after the runway, after the tunnel, the road went via Igman to free territory. So that was the key,
Only way.
the key place to take to save the city in the later.
Save the people.
Yes,
Also.
Yes,
save
in
the city,
Sarajevo.
save the people. It was the only way to go out and in Sarajevo via Igman.
So that
mountain.
was very important duty to
Yes,
defend
it
that
was,
area.
It was of vital importance for the later years of war.
So he knew the importance of that
Yes.
area. That is why he went there. He
Yes.
defended Igman Mountains.
Yes.
Yes.
What year, what month he died on Igman Mountains?
He died actually at the beginning of the war. It was only 6 months after the war began, on July the 30th.
July the
1992.
13th.
Yes, 1992.
I see.
There was action to free one village on the Bjelašnica mountain. Those are together mountains, Igman and Bjelašnica. They are close by. They managed to free the village, but he unfortunately he died in that action.
May Allah give rahmat
Amin.
his
Amin.
soul,
Yes.
and I hope, inshallah, you will meet your father in the paradise
Amin.
together.
Yeah.
And do you have any remembrance? What did you feel when you heard your husband died on the Igman Mountains? I believe so hard to listen this because you have children. How old were you? When
I was 6 and my brother was 9 years old.
very young.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were very
So, what did you feel those days? How it was like?
It was hard days. I was 26 and my children was 6 and 9, and we don't have any family
Here,
here because all the families mostly go on the right side. So we stay alone. Yeah, they go with Chetniks.
I
So we
see.
stay along. It was very hard.
those days, yes.
But before my husband is died, he said some 4 things that was very, very interesting.
Please, would you please share us
Yes,
with-
yes,
if it is not special?
I want
Please.
share that because he say, you know, here is the 1908 people who die in the Second War. So if I die, please bury
here.
me here.
On
It
Igman
was-
House.
Yes,
Yeah.
98 partisans died in the Second World
Yes.
War, and they were buried in the Igman Mountain. And
Against
he said,
the Nazis.
me,
Yes,
He
me,
died there.
yes, he said that
it's me,
it's me
99,
and
and
another
one
one,
to
yes,
200.
200.
Ah,
He wanted that
So-
number to be 100 with him and some other. And when he died,
Yes,
they buried them.
Yeah.
when
because
he-
after 40 years later,
yes.
Sarajevo was under siege again.
again,
Yes.
yes,
And,
and under
he-
Chetnik
Yes.
attack again, and he wanted to be
German fascists
So-
and the Chetniks
Yes.
changed the position, but the same attack,
actually
and he supported.
yes, yes.
supported.
Chetniks were in the Second World War collaborating with Nazis, with the German Nazis too. You know.
Really?
Yes, there was formation called Chetniks. There is
Oh, I
the
see.
name Chetniks from the from the it is from Second
So
World
he
War.
said that, and I said, and they colleagues say, please don't say like that. Please say, God save me. If God save me. No, 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 listen to me. If I die, please burn me here. If I live, I will be stay to live here in Igman and wait for the people who is run away from the country and left us here in the war. So he is now on Brazovača, and near here is Atan Došlić. He is a shahid,
Yes.
and that is one white and one,
Like
Black
grave, two
grave.
graves, one of
and
the
that
one-
was 100.
yes. Adnan
people.
died in December.
I really imagined when I learned his life, really. I wish I had the power. I was going to make a film of his life.
We have a film.
Yeah.
Actually,
Really?
we have.
Did you?
Documentary.
Yes.
Yes, we did. We made it now 2 or 3 months ago, and but it's not translated to English yet.
I hope someday it will be
Yes.
done.
Also, the story about
His life.
Adnan
Yeah.
was his colleague, and actually he wasn't policeman. He was with
Just-
him in the war.
Yes.
He was very young, 25 years
Mhm.
old when he died, and they found a letter in his pocket, and
Yes.
on that letter it was written to bury him near Chedomir, and they decided to bury him with my father too.
He
so
died
now,
after your father.
yes, after
After.
my
So
4 months
In
after
the
my
pocket was
father,
the
yes.
letter.
Adnan died, and they found testimony, you know. They
Interesting.
found
Yes.
the letter, and they buried him also there. So now there is, like he said,
Two
100.
friends are
Together
the same
now.
together.
Yes.
And that was 100
One is,
people.
Side.
one is Muslim. You can see that on the picture. There is a monument for those 1908 partisans, and also one black grave for Orthodox, and one white grave for Muslim, and they are all together.
It's
Fought
Bosnian.
against fascism. You know,
Yeah,
it is.
racism.
It is.
The sickness of the modern age,
Yes. Yes.
illness of the modern age.
Yes.
In fact, this is the ideology of Satan, because he said, even in Quran,
Mm.
I was created from fire and you created Adam from the clay. I am above the clay. This is fascism,
Yes.
because we are all human beings, and claiming that we are above and you are low, this is terrible, really.
Yes. Yes.
We thank you very much for joining our program, and we brought you salam and also the good wishes of Istanbul. And and thank you very much for joining our program, really. And we are very happy making program and interviewing with you for the African brothers and sisters. In many countries they are going to watch our interview, inshallah.
If I can say just one thing, my husband was a hero of this war,
Yes.
and they have a free
Medals.
medals
Yes.
from
he,
that
he
war.
got 3
Yes.
medals and one of those directly from Rahmetli
Ali
President
Izetbegovic,
Izetbegovic,
yes. And we have some special relationship with Alia. You know, when the war was stopped, my home was broken and Chetniks was burned. Our house destroyed all, and we don't have any place to live. And
Oh my God! Your
yes,
house was burned. by the
yes,
Czechs.
because
Yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
that
And
was a
many
brother
houses.
from my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
They do.
My grandma, yes.
They was burned
Their
our
own
house.
brothers
So-
burned our house.
So one year
Oh
I
my
was
God.
try to something do about that we have a place to live, and I cannot.
We
I
couldn't
can,
find how
No.
to repair our
Yes.
house.
So
Actually,
I was write a letter
So,
from the to President Ali Izetbegovic, and I write only 3
Sentences.
sentences
Yes.
that I have a problem, the time this
Desperate, yes.
Desperate,
that we're
and
desperate. We don't
done
have
it,
anywhere
and-
to live.
so
yes,
did you receive any help?
and send in the
Presidents.
So after 4 days, they call me. And I was shocked. You know, where president you call you, if you can come to us. we
Ali
will-
Izetbegovic called you
Yes,
himself,
yes, to come.
invited you to
Yes,
the presidency.
Yes. So I was shocked. You know, many door was locked after me, but in the president, you know, you come and you can go to the president like this. It's not a problem. And he tell me, it's okay, don't worry, go home. Everything was be good. You just go home. So that is the truth. He's
He found a way to
Yes.
help us, yes,
And-
and
and-
rebuild our house.
and
Yes, he
all-
found
all.
the money and funds for our home to
So
be
you renewed
rebuilt.
your house.
yes.
Yes,
Everything was okay.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Were you protected by special forces in Bosnia?
No,
Or
No,
we don't need that.
We lived
You don't
like
need-
No.
everyone else.
you're not
yes.
threatened right after that?
No, never.
Oh,
No.
Good.
because in the war we were all in danger. You know, all the people were in danger from bombs and everything.
But now there is peace.
After the war,
No.
yes, there is peace, but we still fight for our country
Oh,
politically and on all
political.
the other ways. We very often we say the war ended, but only fighting ended.
The guns was-
the war
in different
still
areas.
continues.
Yes.
On the
Because we
assemblies.
don't fight anymore
In the
with guns
parliaments,
and bombs, but we have political fight because our war didn't have a winner. They just stopped in the middle of fight, stopped, and all 3 sides, our aggressors from both sides stayed, and
the same.
their ideas are very alive today and very strong today. We are still fighting our aggressors on political area, not by guns
I
and
understand.
bombs, but we are defending Bosnia and Herzegovina still from Serbia and Croatia because they are attacking us every single day in different political ways and everything, and we have inside enemies, you know.
May I ask you a special question?
Yes.
Today, Turkey and Serbia have got good relations.
Yes.
Yes.
Does this affect to the peace in Bosnia also? In visions?
I wouldn't say it affects on our peace, but it would be good if Turkey recognized I mean government of Turkey. I know Turkish people know a lot of about Bosnia, but sometimes I have a feeling that Turkish government doesn't seem to acknowledge how aggression continues on Bosnia from Serbia, also
I see.
from Croatia, but from Serbia via Republic of Srpska and their politicians. They still want to separate half of the country and give it to Serbia. They still trying to ruin everything that we rebuilt after the war till today. They are every day they are trying to minimize our institutions of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yes,
Yeah.
they are doing it every single day on every plan they can. cultural, political. They are ruining now our sports because they want us to play with the Russia.
Russian.
You
We
know
don't want
how hard it is now for us. We want to go to European
Europe,
Union,
yes.
and we want to be a European country, and they are actually pulling us back because they want to ruin the Bosnia. Actually, it is all through every channel they are trying to destroy this country. We are still fighting, not with the guns, but war is on.
You know,
It's
when
really hard.
when
It's something similar. They're often compared with Cyprus and the cold. It's actually like some kind of Cold War. You know, you don't have any more guns and bombs, but you still have a lot of problems and stress in between people.
I understand.
you know where is Bosnian army? Come to strong army. When we have so many excess,
A success, yeah.
yeah, the world say stop the war now.
Yes.
You are the dangers. Stop the war.
Yeah,
Because
Before
4
that,
years,
they
we-
didn't stop.
They didn't even.
We
They
have
didn't-
embargo.
we couldn't even.
embargo.
Yes,
We couldn't defend.
we couldn't
himself.
buy legally a
followed-
weapon.
I
and
followed
everything,
in
yeah.
between 92 and 93, 95 what happens in that area. I was always following those days. I was very young, but I was following. And the Bosnian army started having more lands, and Vance Owen plan said no,
No.
you're going to
Yes.
give those land back to
Yes.
that
Yes.
territory.
Yeah.
I heard that. I was very surprised, and I could see the Bosnians here, the orphans of Europe, and also Ummah.
Yeah.
I thank you very much for joining,
Thank you.
really, and
Thank you.
expressing your feelings openly. And thank you very much, really.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have made a wonderful interview with Chedomir's family, and thank you very much for being with us. Ayhan Özcan with NTR TV, Discover Europe, Discover Bosnia.